What do you know mean by receivers? Explain the different type of the receivers and their uses. Previous question paper type of the receivers in question answer. Receivers is also known as the general receivers, which are not created for any specific persons and for created in features a contingents or explanation of the business which are created from of the profit of the frame. Their receivers should be debited to the profit and loss appreciation account as and they show on the liability side of the balancing sheet. So what are the type of the different type of the receivers? One is capital receivers, second one is revenue receiver, third one is specific receiver, fifth one is sixth, fourth one, fifth one. Fourth one is general receivers, fifth one is security receivers. So first one is capital receiver. Capital receivers is a receiver which is not available for distribution as dividend is a capital receiver and it is created out of the capital profit. So capital profit explanation example profit of the earned prior to incorporation. Second one is a premium of the issues of the debentures and profit on the revaluation of the fixed asset, profit of the for further share, profit of the on reissues of the share, profit on redemptions of the debenture, profit on sales of the fixed assets. So capital receivers means in prior to incorporation, issues of the share and debentures, revaluation of the fixed assets, forever shares, reissues of the share, redemptions of the debenture, sales of the fixed assets. These are called capital receiver. So next one is revenue receiver. Revenue receivers which is a free for distribution as a dividend is revenue receiver. It is also called free receivers or general receivers. General receivers revenue receivers are created out of the net profit of the tax. So revenue receiver, these are called revenue receivers. So next one is specific receiver. If you the receivers is created to meet a specific persons of it is called specific revenue. Specific revenue is person, so creative to meet the specific person, so these are called specific receiver. So capital repatriations of receivers, it should be separately show in the balance sheet or throughout of the revenue receivers is not the immediately available of distributions as the dividend after completions of the proper of which is the created the balance amount of the may be transferred to general receivers and utilized for distributions of the dividend. Specific receiver may be investment of the outside security of these are called example of specific receiver. So general receiver, fourth one. If a receiver is created without of any specific persons, it is called a general receivers. It is created by the setting aside side profit through the person of the general receivers is to strengthen the official say the financial positions of the company. it is available of the distributions as the dividend of the company, and there there this reasons of it is called of a free receivers and general receivers is not the invested to out of the security. These are called the out of the security, these are called general receivers. So next one, security receivers. Any receivers which is not operated on, yeah, the face of the balance balance sheet is known as a security receivers, such as the receivers are called are created for the public confidence is required for its working. The security reasons is maintained by the banking and insurance companies as pre the Companies Act 1956. Is these are called security reasons. So these are called capital receivers. First one capital receivers, second one revenue receivers, third one is specific receivers, and fourth one is general receivers, and fifth one is security reasons. Security revenue, general revenue, security revenue, capital revenue receivers, specific receivers.